She couldn't make it out, just couldn't take it all. He had the saddest eyes the girl had ever seen. He used to cry so much as though he lived a dream. And as she held him close, he used to search her face as though she knew the truth. Lost inside her body. She had to pack her case and they would make her rendezvous. But now a year has passed and not a single word, and all the love she knew has disappeared out in the
This is the current number 12 sound in the charts, Cambodia, by Kim Wilde, and we'll be meeting Kim in about 2.5 minutes' time.
She won't see his face again.
Welcome back, and a very big welcome to Kim Wilde. Hello, Kim.
Hi.
How are you? You've had a terrible time getting here, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been awful, really.
This time yesterday morning you were in Italy, weren't you?
Yeah, we got on the plane at 9 o'clock and it didn't leave till 5 in the afternoon.
Oh.
Didn't get to Birmingham until 5:30 last night.
Oh, dear.
I mean, 11:30.
11:30. Yes, because you landed at Manchester, which was... And this must be a terrific problem for you because you've got success in so many countries on the continent. I mean, are you finding that you're having to cancel a lot of things because of the weather?
Yeah, we've got to cancel a trip tomorrow. And I don't know about next week because we can't get anyone in the offices because no one can get to work.
Oh, it is a nuisance, isn't it? How do you find all the travelling? Do you find it incredibly tiring when you've got to keep visiting all these countries?
I do, but it's a lot of fun and you get to see a lot of interesting places and it's mostly a lot of fun.
The last year there must have been such a dramatic change in your life. I mean, this time last year, very few people had heard of Kim Wilde. Now, 4 or 5 hits later and hits in various different countries. I mean, have you found it hard to cope with this?
No, I'm having a great time.
You're really enjoying it? Quite a few people have actually sent in questions for me to ask you, actually, Kim. Just a second.
Pantomime in Bradford. Pantomime in Bradford.
Seems to be that a cardboard cutout of Norman Collier is appearing in a pantomime in Bradford. Anyway, Colin Porter, Kim, wants me to ask you when we can expect you to go out on tour.
Hopefully next year.
Yeah?
I can't be very specific about that, unfortunately.
Is there any reason why it's taken you so long to not to actually go out on the road?
Well, basically, it's because we've been doing so much recording and promotion abroad and everywhere else, so it's really a practical reason.
But it's something that you want to do?
Oh, yeah.
Right. Next question is from Graham Granger from Kidderminster. He said, I'd like you to ask Kim Wilde what she's doing next Saturday night. How did that get in there? Dave Johnson from the Isle of Wight wants to know what record you've made, out of all the ones you've made, do you like the best?
That's really difficult. I don't know. I like Cambodia.
Do you? Any special reason?
Because it's slightly different from what we were doing and people are buying it, which means that, it's...
Yes, you were saying earlier, that's in fact the one that's the biggest seller on the continent.
It is, at the moment.
In that film just now, we saw you with all sorts of snakes and things like that. I mean, was it quite frightening, or are you all right with animals?
It was the most horrific experience of my life, with a snake going over my leg, which is really frightening. But it was quite thrilling.
Yes. Actually, talking of animals, I've got a letter here from, who's it from? Tony Payne, from Leicester. He said, I've heard that you have some Japanese koi fish as pets. Is that true?
No.
It's not true. I don't know where you had that. Obviously, a load of rubbish. And, of course, the inevitable question, loads of people have written in on to me to ask you, Phil Jackson just won, about the influence that your dad's had on your career.
That's a really hard question to ask, because, like, all parents have, like, a terrific influence on their kids, don't they?
Yeah.
So, I mean, but just as much as anybody else.
Have you found it a great help having a famous dad, or not? Because, I mean, some famous kids say, oh, it wasn't a help. Do you think it is a help?
I think it's the advantages and the disadvantages just about weigh themselves out.
Yeah? OK, well, thank you very much, Kim, for coming in to see us today and for making that tremendously awful long journey, especially to see us. The Phantom seems to be going mad. Right now, we're going to move over the other side of the studio for Sport of World.
Goodbye, and it's Yeltsin Odrog welcoming you to another backwards Sport of World. Today's line down consists of grey race hounding from the Black City. And earlier off, we go to Cardiff Legs Park for catching the javelin. But last, it's log tap dancing from the River Mississippi. We go over there now, and you're just out time to see the hot favourites, Cold Gossip, taking their partners for the last dance. Well, this is obviously going to go off for some time, so we'll have to give you the result in Johnson to Ian's on the ballroom. But now it's time to come back from Davis Dickey at the Lowbreeze Stadium. Under to you, Davis.
Goodbye. Standing here beside me is the manager of Rangers Park Queens, Bernie Summers.
Goodbye.
Is it true that the club is not trying to get rid of you?
That is correct, yes.
You've been with the club 25 years.
That is correct, and we haven't won the FA Cup, we haven't won the League Cup, and I could say in 25 years we've not even won a game.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yes, yes. And I am the man that gave Kevin Keegan away for a record fee to Southampton.
And they still refuse to fire you?
Yeah, that's true. Yes, yes, Davis, they refused to fire me. I would say this club has definitely stabbed me in the front.
Well, thank me, and good luck for the past. Under now to Nelson Yodrog in the studio.
You thank Davis. And in the Pia Uran Cup, Redgrave of Bellstar 6, Borough Middles 0, Borough Middle win 0-0 and an aggregate of away goals. Well, now under to the KO Corral for Busto Bronking. We go over now, and Reagan Ronald, Busto Bronking, champion of the Eustated Knights, is walking backwards to find his calf. Can he find it? Yes, he's found the calf. Now Ronald has to untie the calf and put the animal back onto its feet. And it's no problem for Ronald. Now he feels his way up the rope to find his horse. He's found it. Now he has to lasso the calf. Yes, he's done that. Now it's touch and go. Will he get the calf back into the deep freeze? Yes, he has. And I think you must disagree with me. That's another sporting last for the Sport of World. So it's hello from me and see you last week.
Oh, don't go in there. He can get off on me. He's cranky. Gee whiz. He ever... Seriously, isn't as big as yours, Copper. That's not the part you gotta worry about. Wow. Look at those teeth. That's the part you gotta worry about.
I'm gaining on him. He won't get away now.
Get outside. No, he's having a dream. He's chasing something.
I got him cornered now. It's a big old badger.
Copper. He's chasing a badger.
No, it ain't a badger. It's a fox. A fox!